Hello viewers, welcome in another episode. This episode a little bit will be based on some previous videos, because we will have Porsche and we will have car transporter with star. So let me introduce today's heroes. Porsche 935/78 aka Moby Dick in 1978 livery from 24-hour Le Mans, and big boy Mercedes-Benz 0317 Porsche transport car. So let's start with Mercedes, because Mercedes is big, and as we know, rules of the road says we must yield to bigger cars. Mercedes, we can see here, is based on Mercedes-Benz 0317 bus. Only 3 such vehicles were built in Stuttgart by Robert Schenk. They replaced MAN 635. First vehicle from those trio was built it was delivered in 1967. Registration plate SYZ32, and for sure it wasn't, this model isn't the first one, because the original SYZ32 was sold in 1972, sold to BMW Motorsport. And there is another link to one of my previous videos, because 1971, the first of those vehicles was used because he was working for Porsche. It was used by John Mayer Automotive in Gulf livery. But as I mentioned, this model can't be number 1. BMW sold this vehicle in 1982 or 1980s, something like that, to Helmut Marko, and in 1980s this vehicle later was scrapped. Luckily, it was only one from that trio which was scrapped. Second 0317 was delivered in 1968, registration plate SC9003 9003. Porsche used it till 1982, sold in 1983. Original livery, it was red with huge Porsche on the side, and beside red there was a little bit of silver and dark gray. The second vehicle, SM2187, was delivered in 1969. Same story as the first one, both cars when they were used by Porsche, had that original Porsche livery and two Martini liveries, white and silver one like this one. Then they were sold in 1983. Number 2 is now in Gulf livery. Number 3 is in original Porsche livery. So, few words about model itself. Schuko. Now you could see already how it looks. It's quite heavy, even bottom plate is plastic, but the size of that car, it does job. Rubber tires, acrylic headlamps, wiper blades, even interior is not that bad. If you are not talking about interior of the transport part, it should be more detailed than it is here, but still it's quite cheap model, so I won't complain. There should be 2 floors, there should be lift. Little fella, Para 64. Maybe I will present box. That's the box from the Schuko. This is Para 64. The model is in acrylic case, but I already removed it. It's officially licensed. This Porsche is one of the most famous. And to be honest, one with the shortest career, same time. It's in 1978 Le Mans livery, number 43. Drivers were Rolf Stommelen and Manfred Schurti. This car was 8. The biggest issue, the biggest enemy was car itself and technical issues. But on that long straight, it achieved 366 kilometers per hour. And maybe a little bit about technical data. 3.2 flat 6 bar water cooled. 2 huge turbos. 845 horsepower. So this is impressive. And maybe career of this car was short, and maybe the only success it was in also 1978, shortly before, like a month before Le Mans. This car, but with different drivers, Mas and X, they won 6-hour Silverstone with huge lead, 7 laps. The second car was Porsche 935-77A. So on that short race, Moby Dick showed, its true nature. When I ordered Moby Dick, I ordered those two cars together. First, I really badly wanted this Mercedes. I missed that Porsche red one, so I decided no, I can't miss this one. And I was looking for Porsche in Martini livery to pair it. Now this one is white, not silver, but you know, it could be. It could be one of those Mercedeses was transporting Moby Dick for sure. But as much as Para 64 makes nice regular cars, then with race one, or you know, the more colorful ones, very often there are issues with decals. Para 64 it's not that great when it comes to decals. So I was a little bit worried, and this one, to be honest, it's not that bad. The biggest issue, those silver dots, they are mostly where they should be. Not all of it, but mostly. You know, that's good enough. Then, you know, it's very detailed. Okay, some of those elements, you know, they should be not decals, they should be sticking out, but this is still rather cheap and budget car with plastic base, and it's still a very decent model. I'm happy I bought it. If you like those vehicles, if you are interested in history of those vehicles, I will put two links below. One will be with it's modern video with Moby Dick number 43 and one of its famous driver. Not, you know, if I remember, it will be mass, so not someone who was driving this during Le Mans. And the other video, it will be about with replica of Mercedes in exactly this livery. Just something extra. Thank you for your attention. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, you can sub or you can like it. If you are lazy as me, you don't need to do. You know, I will appreciate if you do, but I won't force you. As usual, all the best for all of you. See you soon. Bye-bye.